Stop being lazy and get your eyes back on the charts because the holidays are over and it's back to business as usual. Bitcoin has been full of fake outs for weeks, but now the structure is starting to clean itself up. Higher time frames are supportive, lower time frames are breaking out, and the liquidity that we've been tracking for days has been cleared out. Before we get into the charts though, you need to see what's happening behind the scenes because it lines up perfectly with what price is doing right now. Let's go! First, straight from Merlin the Trader, the whales are back. Addresses accounting for 1,000 Bitcoin or more have flipped from net selling to heavy accumulation again. Retail watches price, whales watch liquidity, and right now they're stepping back in. Thank you so much, Merlin, and as they say in the Netherlands, Underslag! At the same time, we're seeing a clear momentum shift. In the previous 24 hours alone, over $206 million, Mr. Powers, in positions were liquidated, and nearly 78% of that were shorts. That tells you something important. Bearish bets are getting punished as Bitcoin pushes toward a 90K retest. I told you not to short this market. And zooming out even further, the world's largest custodian bank, Bank of New York Mellon, just called tokenization a megatrend and said it's now a core strategic focus of their business. Let's take a listen.
Can you go into digital assets and sort of this trend toward tokenization and how that plays into the business model a bit?
Yeah, sure, Carl. It's a really important trend. It's one of the mega trends. We identified a series of mega trends about a year ago, and we said we want to position our business, invest in those capabilities that will allow us to benefit from those mega trends. Because while we want to drive and are driving organic growth, we also want to make sure that we're attaching ourselves to these big market cycles, and digital assets is one of them. Now, we just launched a partnership with a new on-chain money market fund. So we've been investing around the ecosystem for using our traditional assets and then evolving our traditional business assets to be able to be on-chain as well.
Right.
Wow. I mean, that's not speculation. That's infrastructure preparing for scale. And what I'd really like to know is that a British accent that I hear on the CEO of an American bank? Is it possible that a British CEO could be running an American bank? Oh dear, his name is Robin, he must be British. Can someone in the comments please tell me? Because I must know. Oh dear, I think he's a British banker running an American bank. So while price has been consolidating, liquidity is being cleared, whales are accumulating, and legacy finance is positioning. Now, let's see how this aligns with the charts, shall we? Let's start with the monthly chart because this is where the bias comes from. Bitcoin closed the month bullish by closing above the long-term trend line, and that's the key point. By protecting this trend line, Bitcoin has saved the overall bullish structure. As long as price continues to respect this level, the broader bullish trend continues to be intact. And pullbacks are still considered corrective, not part of a bearish outlook. Also notice, the previous month's candle is a spinning top and inside bar. That's important because that's indecisive. If price breaks above that high, which happens to be around the 95K area, you are very likely to see a candle that starts to develop like this here, the anticipated bullish trend continuation. On the weekly time frame, price is taking support from the 100 exponential moving average and the bullish trend line. You can also see early bullish momentum starting to show in the weekly candle. This isn't even aggressive yet, but it does show buyers are protecting structure, which is exactly what you want to see before a continuation. If this weekly candle closes strong, that is a form of confirmation, and it increases the probability that this illustration on the chart is more likely to follow in the coming weeks. This makes a lot of sense because it lines up with the fundamental environment that we're in right now. Very important to consider. Charts alone do not give us the full story. On the daily time frame, this is really important because after multiple fake outs, Bitcoin has broken out of the trend line. This breakout matters because it comes with higher time frame support intact, and it happened after liquidity was cleared, not before. That reduces the probability of another false breakout. Typically in these types of situations, you need to understand that what is driving this price is the absence of selling pressure. You have basically shorts that piled into this thing, and now they're beginning to get squeezed out. As long as the squeeze continues, you're going to see higher lows most likely, not a break lower. On the 8-hour time frame, Bitcoin is forming a clean Adam and Eve pattern. Check this out. You've got a sharp emotional sell-off, which is Adam, followed by a round controlled base, Eve. This pattern usually signals selling pressure, exhaustion, accumulation, continuation. As long as price holds this neckline, this structure favors higher prices, not a bear market. Now, for those of you who have a little more experience, this may look very similar to something called a cup and handle pattern, which is a classic chart pattern. It's the same idea. What I don't understand is why Adam has to be the chaotic one and Eve is the more stable one, when in reality, we know it's the other way around, right? The man, the masculine energy is usually more calm and stable, and the feminine energy is usually a little more chaotic, as we all know, right? Well, maybe Adam is because it looks like an A, and then Eve is because it looks like a boob or a butt or something. I don't know, I'm just guessing. And now to the 2-hour. And this is the level we've been waiting for, people. The buy-side liquidity I've been talking about in almost every single video, well, it has been cleared. Wow, that was fast. That's a big deal. Markets don't trend sustainably until liquidity is cleared. From here, we have two healthy scenarios. Price continues pushing higher from expansion, or price pulls back into the 2-hour order block for support, then continues. As long as this order block maintains its support, the structure continues to be bullish. Now, let's look at Ethereum, shall we? On the weekly time frame, Ethereum is pushing above its trend line and the 100 exponential moving average. If this weekly candle closes above both, we could see strong bullish momentum accelerate quickly. This is a very important reclaim zone for Ethereum. As you can see by the illustration on this chart, the next few weeks can be very bullish. On the daily, Ethereum has broken out clearly, as you can see, and cleared buy-side liquidity as well. The bullish zone below has been touched, as you can see by this curved line. But below that, the bullish zone, and above that, the bearish zone on the broader time frames still offer potential inflection points. I just have to mention, if you're caught short in Ethereum, you really need to question the origins of that idea. Because on this channel, we have been noticing nothing but strength on the larger time frames. Not only that, but the fundamentals also have been showing nothing but bullish bias the entire time. This breakout should not be that much of a surprise. So, when you put everything together, Bitcoin, monthly trendline respected, structure preserved, weekly support at the 100 EMA and bullish trendline, daily breakout after multiple fakeouts, 8-hour Adam and Eve pattern forming, 2-hour buy-side liquidity cleared successfully, Ethereum, weekly reclaim attempt above trendline and the 100 EMA, daily breakout with liquidity clearing, bullish structure still intact, and on the macro side, whales back in accumulation mode, shorts getting squeezed out, and TradFi preparing for tokenization at scale. This isn't random price action, people. This is structure being maintained while smart money buys. If you want to trade these levels yourself, I left my exchange links in the description. BTCC and WEX. Use them only if they help. They support the channel and give you access to the same tools. Frank Yan, you have something to add? Like, subscribe, leave comment, help channel. Oh, that was real nice of you, thanks. Oh, I'm a dial. Fakeouts happen when liquidity is present. Real moves start after this. Right now, structure is maintaining, liquidity is clearing, and momentum is quietly shifting. Stay patient, respect the levels, and I'll see you in the next one.